Hello everybody, my name is Micah and welcome to Micah's coding class. Today we're going to learn how to code a calculator like this. If you hit the start button, you'll see the four basic options of calculating: addition, subtraction, and multiplication and division. Let's start with addition. Let's just put basic numbers to start. 10, 5 plus 5, 10. 10 minus, no, 10, 5, that's 5. 25 divided by 5. I'm multiplied by 5, so sorry. And division, 25 divided by 5. And these are the four basic calculating tools you need in a calculator. And now let's get started. I've just opened my coding editor, Visual Studio Code, and I'm opening a new file, saving that as Ctrl-Shift-S. With Ctrl-Shift-S, we're going to call this cal, short for calculator.html. Now, if we save this, go to where we saved it, that's in our library, cal, open this, and it says document. It's blank, and now let's start putting code into it. First things first, we're going to need is these. Now let's go. First, we're going to say in our body, we're going to say div hashtag cal head. And now I'm going to say h1, and I'm going to write calculator, and below the h1 we're going to say div, just a div, another div, and then inside that div we're going to put button, and then we're going to say start. Save that, move back here, not here, here, and refresh. Now you see our calculator and the start button almost like this. Now let's style this. We can say style in our head, say style, and we can say body, padding equal to 0, margin equal to 0, background color let's make this random, blue. And if we save that, go back here and refresh, our background color is blue. Not exactly the same color with this, but it does the same thing, and you can change the color up if you want. And now I'm gonna say ID cal head. Before we say cal head, we're gonna say this. At the body, we're gonna say display, flex, justify content, center, and align items, also center. Save that, move back here, refresh, and now this is at the center, but not fully centralized. Now let's centralize that. Then say text align center. Save that, move back here, refresh. No, we shouldn't set this to display flex. Remove that. Save that, refresh. Or we should set this to display flex. Yeah, we should. Not cal head, not cal, it's cal head. Now, sorry for that issue, refresh, and now it's centralized like here. But now let's style it. I'm gonna say color in cal head h1, cal head h1. We're gonna say color equal to white. Save that. Refresh. Now we're getting close. Now the button. I'm gonna say cal head button. Head. Cal head button. And then we're gonna say width. Let's say 35 pixel. Height. No, not to height. We're gonna say background color. Let's put this to light blue. Save that. Refresh. 30 is too small. 95 pixel. That should be it. Yep, that's it. Nope, it's too big. 65 pixel. Save that. Refresh. Okay, and now that is it. Now I'm gonna say border radius equal to 0.5 rem. And I'm gonna say border color. Border color lights blue. And now we can, to make a hover, we would say, before that we're gonna say color equal to white. And now we can say cal head button, hover, and now we're gonna say we can put a background color and say we can change it to another color. Let's put it as dark blue. Border color also dark blue. And now save that. Oh no, also cursor pointer. Save that. Refresh, and now we see. But this is a bit light, so we're gonna put it as black. Color black, or you can just erase this color, but I'm just gonna put it as black. And now it looks good. But it's cal head button hover. I'm gonna say color white. So if we hover, the color will change from black to white. And now you see. Now if we click on it, we want some effects to happen. So now we can just say, now that we're done styling, we can say cal head display none. Save. If we save that, go back here and refresh. Now there's nothing on cal head. That display none means make it that does not have any display. Now let's move back to our HTML right here. And then outside of the cal head div, we're gonna say div hashtag cal body. Inside that, we're gonna say h1 calculator body. And then those, we're gonna put div inside that div. We're gonna say button addition. And then I'm gonna put a bracket and put a plus sign. And now one more thing we need to do in this cal head before we move on is give this an ID of, let's say, start, but with a small letter. Okay, now let's move to cal body. Inside cal body, we can say, inside the addition, say did ID add. That's cool. Another button, button hashtag sub. I'm gonna say subtraction. Now I'm gonna put a minus sign, and then button hashtag mty, as short for multiply. Multiply and we're gonna put a multiply symbol, and then the last one, division. Then say button hashtag div. I'm gonna say division, and then we're gonna put division sign right there. Save that, move back here and refresh, and now this is the calculator body, almost like this. So now just main styling and JavaScript. Now let's move on. So here we're gonna say we can copy this cal head and paste it over here, but we're gonna remove this display none and change this cal head to body. Save that, go back here and refresh. Now everything is centralized and now we're moving smoothly. Now other things we're gonna need is the button style, so we can just copy this whole button and change some few things in it. Control C, go down here, Control V, cal body, not button, hashtag, because it's not just for all the buttons, we only want one button to do this, add. Now we don't need a width, we're just gonna change the colors and mix it up a bit. Red over here too. Change this color from black to white, and we can do the same for cal head button hover. Then change this to body and add hover, hashtag add hover. Instead of dark blue, we can just change this to dark red. Dark red, same as here. Now we can leave it as white. Now let's copy this. Now that we have everything in place, we just need to change the colors for the rest. I'll do the rest on my own. Okay, we're gonna see it now. Okay guys, now I am done. You can see the add that we did together is red, subtraction green, multiplication yellow, and division magenta. So if we go back here, refresh, we've got to save, refresh, and now everything should look according to each other. This is a bit too light, so I'm gonna sub this. When I hover, it'll be black, and this, when I'm not hovering, it's gonna be white. So let's change that ASAP. So in, where are we? Subtraction and multiply. Subtraction, when I hover, it's gonna be black, and when for multiplication, oh no, not here, can just cut this out. You can just Control V here, and then here the color is gonna be black. Or I'm confused. Yeah, the color is gonna be black there, and here too the color is gonna be black. Save, refresh. Now the color is black here, but over there is white, and now we're looking good, guys. Now we're done with the HTML and CSS. Nope, almost done. Just need to put the color to white. We can do right here. Hashtag cal body body h1 color white. So if we save that, and now if we refresh, this might not be the same color as this or the same hover, but it will just do the same reaction in JavaScript. And now let's continue. Now we're gonna do JavaScript, but before we do that, we need to set this cal body to display none. Now that we're finished styling the cal body to display, now that we're finished styling it, now let's set it to display none. Just set that to display none, and remove this cal head to this from display none to display block. You can just delete the display none because it's set to display block by default. And now that's not showing anymore, and this is here. Now let's keep on moving. We want that if we click on this start button, like here, the cal body will appear. So now let's do that. Now we're going to our HTML right here. At the bottom of our HTML, I'm gonna say script. That means JavaScript, but is pronounced, we'll call it script as a div. Now we're gonna say document dot get element by ID dot ID, and the ID is start. That's for the start button. Dot onClick equal to function. And what do we want to do in that function? Then we can just say document. In the function, we're just gonna say document to get element by ID. The full cal head, we just want it not to show anymore. Let's just say cal head dot style dot display equal to none. That means if we click on the start button, the div we call cal head will not be showing anymore. It's gonna automatically vanish. That's why we said to display none. How we set it in the CSS, but we can control it now. Now I'm gonna say document dot get element by ID gets element by ID cal body this time. Body dot style dot display equal to block, because it's already set to none. And now if we click on that button, the cal head will be displaying none, and cal body will show up. So if we save that, move back here, refresh, click on cal, not here, over here I mean, click on cal, click on the start button, and now you see it vanishes and disappears. But we can click on it, that it'll show us options. Like here, we can add anything we want and it'll give us the answer. But here, if we just click on it, it's just the main button doing nothing. So let's do that now. Now we can just say below here in our JavaScript, in the script file, document dot get element by ID, add dot on click equal to function. That function we're gonna do is not document the get element by ID style dot display none or block. Now we're gonna say prompt equal to, no, we're gonna say, let's call this add 1 equal to prompt. We're gonna, inside that prompt we can write any text we want. Now the text we're gonna write is add, or let's say click on any number and click OK. And that's done. If we save that and refresh, if we click on the start button and go to the addition button, now you see a prompt here that says click on any button and click OK. If I click on number 1 and I click OK, nothing really happens, because here we see 2. If I click on any number, click OK, another 1 is here. And now this page says 15. That's what we want now. Okay, now let's move to our Visual Studio Code, and we're gonna say add 2 equal to prompt, and inside that prompt, I believe you know what we should do. Write any message here. Now we're gonna say click on any other number and click OK. Okay, now that we're done with that, we want, if we click on these two numbers and click OK, we want the computer to automatically add these for us. So now we're gonna say add 3 equal to add 1 plus add 2, and then we're gonna put an alert saying add 3. That means if we finish and click OK, it's gonna show us an alert, and the alert is add 3. So now if we save that, here, move here and refresh, go to our addition, we're gonna say 4, and now it's gonna give us 8, and that's beautiful. But we have something wrong here. If we say H plus H, it's gonna give us 9. So we're gonna make this a number only thing. So we can just say, I'm gonna close this here and here, and say at the starting we're gonna say number, and that's it. Just if you want just a number. So if we save, now it's recognized as a number only. Refresh. Back here. Now if we click on H, it shows us 9. That's good. That means it's a number only. That means if you click on any other letter, it's not gonna give us what we want. So now let's do the same for subtraction, multiplication, and division. That might not be as easy as addition, but let's go. Now we're going to say document dot get element by ID sub dot on click equal to function, and then we're gonna say sub 1 equal to, let's put number, and inside that number we're gonna say prompt. And now we're gonna say put click any number and click OK. And now sub 2 equal to number prompt, and then we're gonna say click, nope, I'm gonna put these and say click any smaller number and click OK. Now we're gonna put a function called sub 3, and that is gonna subtract the two subs, as in sub 1 and sub 2. We're gonna say sub 2 minus sub 1, and now we're gonna say alert, and then we're gonna say sub alert equal to sub 3. Save that, move back here and refresh, click on the sub button, I'm gonna say 10, and then no, not here, over here, refresh, click on the sub button, subtraction button, say 10, and then we're gonna click on the other one and say 5, and our answer, oh, we accidentally made some switch ups. It's gonna be sub 1 minus sub 2, and now save that, refresh, and now when we get that minus error or less, it's a small number first, minus 5, and now it's gonna show us 5. Good. The only time we can get that number, that minus number, is if we say 5 minus 10, and now it's gonna show us minus 5, negative 5. Now we're gonna do multiply and division right here. Now let's move to the bottom and say document dot get element by ID mty dot style dot display, not style dot display, forgive me, on click equal to function, and then we're gonna say mty1 equal to number, oops, no, not control, and equal to number prompt, and that prompt equal to, and now we're gonna say click on any number and click OK. Now I can just copy this statement, just a statement, Control C. I move down, I'm gonna say ty 2 equal to number prompt, and now I'm gonna paste this, click on any number and click OK, because that's the same thing. And now mty3 equal to mty1 subtract if I say subtract, multiply mty2, and then alert mty3. Save that, move back here and refresh, and now multiply. I'm gonna say 5, and now it's gonna show 25. If you want to test this more, you can do other numbers and see if it really works. And now the last button, division, because we're done with multiply, subtraction, and addition. Now we're gonna do division. So by now you already know how to do this. Let's say document.get element by ID, div dot on click equal to function, and then in that function we're gonna say div1 equal to number. Inside that number we're gonna say prompt, and then we're gonna say click, gotta put these, click, or we can just copy what we pasted. Click on any number and click OK. And then div2, and I'm gonna say equal to number, and then I'm also gonna say prompt, and then we're gonna say click on any number equal to, and click on OK. Now last one, div3 equal to div1 divided, that's this sign, by div2. And then we're gonna put an alert and say div3. Now if we save that, move back here and refresh, click on the division button, and then we're gonna say 25 divided by 5, and it's equal to 5. And that's the end of this tutorial on how to make a calculator, and I hope you like, subscribe, try to do more of these on your own, and hit the notification bell so if I post any new videos you'll be the first to know. That's all guys, my name is Micah and this was Micah's coding class.